Hello, I'm Brother Mark. As we continue on with the Weekend Word series, we are presenting English scriptural words in their ancient Hebrew script, which are called pictograms, which will be very direct and illuminating. Our hope is that you will gain some further insight and deeper knowledge about the things you read in your English Bible. These words are in no specific order, but all are revealing. Now, for this week's Weekend Word. The English word pray in ancient Hebrew. Palal. The word is made from the letters from right to left. Pe, lamet, lamed. This literally means to intercede or mediate as to speak to authority. Pray does not mean thought or thoughts. It is an action using our mouths, hands, and bodies bent down in reverence to the one whom we are petitioning or interceding to. In our modern culture, prayer means mainly communication between man and God. This definition certainly does apply to some passages of the scripture, but it is not the full Hebraic meaning. The parent root, pa'al, has the meaning fall. Pa'alal literally means to fall down to the ground in the presence of one in authority, to plead a cause. This word palal also means judgment. In Old Covenant times, the major judicial decisions were made at the gates and entrance to the city. One reason being, it was a broad area and easy for people to gather. If anyone had a grievance, they would go and speak to the authority to obtain the justice they were looking for. The ancient Hebrew concept of a judge is one who restores life. The goal of that one judge or the one who rules is to bring a pleasant and righteous life to the people. As we see, our distorted view of the word pray can hinder us in realizing what it is we are asking our Yah for. Again, the scriptural Hebrew shows us the right context and interpretation of what it means to pray. Palal is used of Samuel in 1 Samuel 12:23. Far be it from me to sin against Adonai by ceasing to pray, Palal, for you. Rather, I will continue instructing you in the good and the right way. Samuel's role was to pray, but also to give instruction, which together brought about righteousness and justice. Remember that Samuel was a judge. This meant he understood his responsibility in prayer for the people. Here again, we can see prayer and action are clearly linked. In Hebrew, when the word and or but is used, it is not joining two separate sentences like in English, but two ideas which are linked. In our Western culture, we have been trained to separate things into distinct categories, thus sometimes giving a different meaning to the one originally intended by the biblical authors. Some other words from the Pal root are Palil and Palia, which mean a magistrate and a judge, respectively. The magistrate renders the judgment, which we saw, and what is determined out of the pleading. Our Yah is the highest magistrate there is. How privileged we are to be able to go and approach Him. Please, as always, take this teaching as a jumping off point into a deeper and even more fruitful studies for your own throughout the week. Until the next weekend word, this is Brother Mark. Shabbat Shalom.